Greetings. It is I, John Garniel, the king of the Instagram influencers. Often people ask, do the influencers have a king? Is this actually a kingdom? Yes, it is, and I am your king. And this is my cat. Anyway, Wizards of the Coast was kind enough to send me an incredibly heavy box this morning. I would like to thank Wizards of the Coast for this. I think I'm supposed to disclose. I didn't look at the slip, but I'm not. I could talk total smack about the contents of this box if I want to. They don't. There's no deal where I'm going to say it's nice. But I have to say, it's a powerful wooden box, and it has the Forgotten Realms logo superimposed. Not superimposed, but I'm not going to lift it and show it to you. It's heavy. I got to keep myself healthy for sure. Meow. I know. Yes, meow. Indeed. And then it had these 3 locks, and then a poem that was coded to so you would select which mana symbol of the 3. I mean, that's really cool. If you were ever a 5th grade fantasy book reader, you know it's like someday is going to send me a box and I have to read a poem to unlock it. It's cool. So I did, and now it's time to open the box. I tilted it open. I said, oh, then I should shoot a video of this, because being the king of the influencers, that is my job. So all right. And the first thing I find is this. That's part of why I'm shooting this video, so I can remember to say to my manager, Ryan, this is a plexiglass thing that, it's basically a poster, right? But you can put it in the window, it looks super hip, right? Because it's transparent and a frosty on the back. And it says, welcome to the Summer of Legend. It's time for Magic to join the party. The world's greatest trading card and the world's greatest role-playing game have joined forces to bring you, the viewer, the most legendary collaborative adventures in the Forgotten Realms. That is the new set. It's already live on Arena. I think it becomes live for actual physical cards this Friday. I've been playing it. It's a really fun set. I really like there's a venture into the dungeon thing, a mechanic that is really cool. Picking the dungeon for how it relates to your deck is a really fun thing, because all 3 of the dungeons do good things, but the synergies with your own deck is kind of what's fun. Understanding this has not prevented me from once again just getting served my lunch in Draft. And Draft is not a total mystery to me, but I tend to go 1 and 2. So yeah, anyway. But this thing, the reason I was mentioning Ryan is, we should make a poster like this on plexiglass. This is too cool, right? This is like really, I like this, and I want one that has Mount Ghost lyrics on it or something. Okay, so there's that. Now what's in the box? Some stuff to protect the other stuff from the plexiglass sign, and set boosters. These are not draft boosters. These are 12 cards, but they're all like shiny and stuff, and so that's cool. I like the set boosters, but I got to admit, actual booster packs are my jam, and I am very excited about those. 3 of those. And so look at that. It's really cool. I once tried to have a bag for an album I was putting out printed on foil, but foil is expensive. So, and then nestled in here is an entire booster box. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. These will be drafted very enthusiastically. And then underneath all that, I can't tell whether there's more stuff or not. There's a thing. Oh my God! This is why they were talking about a party. It's a hat, and some popcorn, and some cups, and moonshine. Actually, there's no brand. No, it's from Jones Soda. There's some Jones Sodas, and it's some M&Ms and some other stuff. And some limited edition what? Edition pin fin. Oh, okay. Well, M&Ms and stuff are fine and all, but oh, this is cool. This is what I'm all about. Oh my God, that's cool. These are pins that I will put on a backpack or on my denim jacket, or someplace. Well, not or someplace on my backpack or on my denim jacket. This is the magic symbol. It's really with the 5 mana symbols there. This is a card called Den of the Bugbear that's in the new set, but it's presented here as if it were a D&D manual from one of the earlier printings. I'm not quite sure if that would be first edition or second, but I think that's right. And then this is the card Drizzt Do'Urden, and it's these pins are extraordinarily heavy. So let's quickly crack a pack and then conclude this video rather than go on too long. Thank you so much for this box. It's really a cool thing to have. All right. So this is a collector booster. So it's 15. It's draftable with. They are all like foil. I got my commons are Valor Singer, a Tiefling Bard. He's got combat inspiration. At the beginning of combat on his turn, he can give anybody, including himself, +1. Silver Raven, a 1-drop, 1/1 flyer that lets you scry. That's a quality blue common in my opinion. Price of Loyalty, gain control of target creature at the end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste. If mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, then it gets +2/+0. I do like spells that let you take control of other people's creatures because then you can sacrifice those creatures. I think this is the most evil thing to do. And it's one of the things I figured out myself when I was playing Ravnica Allegiance. I was like, oh, I could grab your guy with active treason, and then I can, was it Severed Strands? I forget. I was pretty stoked about that when I found it out. Ranger's Longbow, equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+1. This is a good equipment, but for me, in the current meta, as they say, equipment is best in Boros. Boros equipment will serve the fight to them. Battlecry Goblin is our first uncommon. A 2-drop, 2/2. But for 1 and a red, goblins you control get +1 in haste and pack tactics. Whenever Battlecry Goblin attacks, if you attack with creatures with total power 6 or greater, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. Intrepid Outlander and Orc Ranger has reach. It's 2/3. You gotta have reach, you know. Whenever Intrepid Outlander attacks, again, power 6 or greater, it's pack tactics. But this time you get to venture into the dungeon. Then I have a swamp, and I do like swamps. Then I haven't actually seen this one. This one costs 6 and 3 greens. It's called the Tarrasque. It's a dinosaur. It has haste and ward 10. Ward, if you don't actually play the game, is like if you're trying to do something to this creature by casting a spell, you have to pay land to cast spells. Well, you have to pay 10 extra before you can even target this with anything. You probably don't have 10 extra out there because it takes several turns to get that much out there. Whenever it attacks, it fights target creature the defending player controls. This here is a brutal 9 dinosaur with ward. Man, as long as it was cast, I don't know how else it would reach the battlefield. But yeah, that's a big friend. Netherese Puzzle Ward. It's an enchantment, 3 and a blue. At the beginning of your upkeep, roll a d4 and scry X. Scrying is looking at cards on top of your deck and then arranging them in whatever order you want to draw them in. It's a powerful thing, actually. And whenever you roll a die's highest natural result, d20 usually, and I don't know if, oh no, it says roll a d4. Oh, we were doing the whole set in here, I didn't know that. So, well, if you roll a 4 there, if you roll a 20, whenever you roll a die's highest natural result, draw a card. That's a rare and that's good. Instrument of the Bards, a legendary artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a harmony counter into the Bards. Then you can pay 3 and a green and tap it. Search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to the number of harmony counters on Instrument of the Bards. Reveal it and put it in your hand. So you get a card. If that card is legendary, make a treasure token, which you can sack for mana. Then shuffle. That is cool. Now here are some alternate art ones, and I really like these. Gretchen Titchwillow. Get a good look at that so you can see how it's different. If you're not actually a Magic player, you know, a Magic card more typically looks like this with finished art, right? The art, everything's filled in, there's hue and so forth. But this is more of a comic book style, or even a print or tabloid style. Very cool. 1 green, 1 blue. Legendary means you can only have 1 on the battlefield at a time. Pay 2 of any and a green and a blue, draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. We will be seeing this in play a lot because people really like things that get more lands out there, and rightly so. Maybe we'll even get people to stop loading Cultivate 4 times into their deck and playing these turn 3 Cultivates over and over again. But maybe not, because it's Cultivate's useful. So Red Dragon is an uncommon 4 and 2 reds. Flying and Fire Breath. When Red Dragon enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage to each opponent. That's pretty good. Expensive. Good. Dragon Turtle. Oh, I love this guy. 1 and 2 blues. He's got Flash. He's like cast it on your turn. He's got Drag Below. When Dragon Turtle enters the battlefield, tap it and up to 1 target creature opponent controls. They don't untap during the controller's next untap steps. So when he comes out, he slows down one of your guys, but he slows down himself. He's the Dragon Turtle. He's come to town. Knoll Hunter. God, these alternate art cards are very, very cool. 1 and a green, 2/2 when it attacks. If you attack with, this is pack tactics with power 6 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on him. That, I gotta say, is one of the better pack tactics I've seen. Things that give counters, but you're having to attack with a 2/2. So, Forsworn Paladin is our next rare. He's got Menace. Is a 1-drop. You can get this guy out of your first turn. Human Knight. He's got Menace. 1 and a black. Tap it and pay 1 life to create a treasure token, or 2 and a black. Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. If mana from a treasure was spent to activate this ability, that creature also gains Death Touch until the end of turn. That's pretty good. And then here's one of the dungeons we were talking about. I didn't realize we have cards for them, but of course we must. That's right. It's really cool holographic foil, right? This is the Lost Mine of Phandelver, which lets you scry 1 on when you enter it. Again, I think scry, I'm consider myself one of the better players, but I think the better players do know that scry is powerful. You can understand whether you want to keep something or not, whether you want to put it back on the bottom of your deck. It just gives you control of your deck. Well, that is this box that I wanted to share with you. I'm going to now return to rehearsals because I'm practicing every day for the tour that's coming up, and it is exciting. It's exciting that we're going to get back out there and play music for you.